So 5 a.m. Hawaii time, we got the Fed Chair Powell. He'll be talking, but we're expecting some sort of higher volume that time. Glenn Reed here from Hawaii Trading Academy. We're going to be doing a watch list where we're going to be covering over trades that we're looking at in all different markets, Forex and futures, and we're going to be looking for potential setups, even crypto. All right, we don't discriminate on the market. If it has a market, we will trade it. All right. As far as that, let's look over the upcoming reports this week, just to be aware of them, And so what we use here is on Forex.com, one of our partners. They have a awesome section for the economic calendar, and what I did here was just filter out for our country, because they cover worldwide, our country and high volatility expectation, right? And from there, what comes up this week, Tuesday 5 p.m. Let me see, make sure it's Hawaii time. So 5 a.m. Hawaii time, we got the Fed Chair Powell. He'll be talking. Who knows what he's going to be talking about, right? But we're expecting some sort of higher volume that time. And then we got Consumer Price Index for food and energy. And then closing off that week, this coming week, we're going to have retail sales. So and the consensus, like, this is a cool little thing that they're saying. When they had in previous times, they had a consumer price index, they're looking at like a 4.9 volatility percentage, so meaning price did increase about that percent. So the consensus, they're looking at that. They can't predict for Powell because we don't know, right? And if you're that type of trader who are looking for news, big events, you want to stay tight. And, if you are really focused on that, trade it. But if you're not, you'd rather be cautious, then there'll be a time to step out of the markets for a brief moment. With that being said, let me go dive into the markets as I'll share my screen and see what's on my watch list, man. So I got a few positions. Let's look at the indices first. I like to cover the S&P. I like to cover the Nasdaq, the Dow. If you guys have any questions or posts or whatnot you guys want to look at, please put it in the chat. So the S&P, this is a daily chart, man. We hit a high. We hit a high on the 4th, ringing in the new year with a new high. But price really rejected from a high of 48.08 all the way down to 46.50. And that's about almost a 200-point drop. And when you bring it to scale, we've seen that kind of drops prior. And whenever we hit a new high, we're going to hit some sort of rejection or some sort of ceiling resistance, they call it, right? And we go from there. So as far as that, like an S&P, I'm on the sidelines. I'm watching, waiting. Nasdaq is showing more of an aggressive drop where we broke the previous lows. Okay, we have closed below the previous low of in October, the end of October. So for me, we had this range. It was ranging for that period amount of time, and we finally broke it and closed. And so that could be a potential short setup for me. The Dow, on the other hand, the Dow is being the strongest index out of everyone. It's the strongest, and we're seeing a slighter pullback compared to the other indices. So we're gonna monitor, and you're gonna see a confluence. A lot of the times these indices are moving together, but we have a different price action for this recent times between a Dow and everyone else. So which is, it's part of the market. One thing I did want to point out for trending markets that's been in play, corn market in the commodities futures has been a nice bull move. Same for soybeans. I'm not in these trades, but man, I totally just missed out on them. Let's go to the Forex market. I just opened up position on USD yen. We had a new high, 3-day pullback, and now we are looking like it may be just pulling back in and pushing through to make a new high. So we'll see how that goes. I've been holding this trade for maybe a week or two now. Pound Kiwi, it's been on a nice move. So this is a daily chart, and I've been riding this trend. I got 2 positions in. I've already collected some profits to just lower my risk, but that one is going nicely. Euro pound, I am taking a short bias here. Let me go pull it up. Same thing, it's been on a nice move, 3-day pullback, and then it's continuing down tonight. Pound odd. So if you guys are following, just write these pairs down and do your analysis after the video. Pound odds looking good too. We got some bull strength, breaking the previous highs. So we'll see how where the next resistance is gonna be. But I'm anticipating this is the beginning of the move, and these are longer term plays, swings or trend following, however you want to call it. This is not day trading. I will not be exiting these positions tomorrow. Another thing was the 10-year bond. I am short on the bond. I got a couple positions in and riding this guy here. As you can see, same thing. We broke out the previous low, and it's going good. So that natural gas. Let me pull that up. Back to the future. Sorry, I'm bouncing back, but natural gas. I'm just going. I wrote down my list, and I'm just going off of that. Natural gas. Look at that. We got a nice gap up, and you're gonna see this in the markets from time to time, and you're gonna want to make some plays off of these. These can be great for you, or you can be not good. So like previously last month we had a gap down, and then price just went nowhere, right? And now we got a gap up. So I am gonna enter a trade anticipating momentum to continue on, and to close it out, odd yen. I'm not in this current trade, but I'm watching it as we go. You got some cool little formations here if you're looking at candles and looking at the way they're forming. We got a doji here. We got a nice engulfing, and then we got a doji, and then it could be just bottoming out and showing some sort of support and going back on the long side. I'm watching this one, see what price does. If it does close above this doji, then I will be entering for this market, this particular pair. As far as that, hey, crypto. I'm only watching this level right here. We're gonna draw a line. I'm gonna draw a new one. Let me see. $41,000. If we break 41,000, my guess, I don't forecast, but on a technical analysis, right, next level would be 29,000. Okay, just putting it out there, but we'll see how it reacts to this level. I may be off a few thousand, but direction has been down, plain and simple. No one can argue against that. Had a high of 69,000 and a low of 40,000, so almost a $30,000 drop for this. Like, I can zoom out even longer term. We'll do a monthly, and this is that level I drew, and we'll see how that goes. I mean, yes, we've seen a similar drop previously, but doesn't mean it's always the bottom, right? So You just gotta watch. Of course, since this is Bitcoin has been leading the crypto space, you know, a lot of people, I mean, a lot of other pairs or coins may be following the similar price action here. So that's something to look forward to. 29,000 would be another level to look at. And we'll see how that goes. Back to you, Reed.
All right. Oh, yeah. I'll take it off where you left off. Bitcoin here. Yeah, same levels, just 40,000 and 29,000 here. But I just want to make it known that Bitcoin is like gold in a sense. There's very limited quality. There's only 21 million coins that will ever be created. So, I mean, that's why I'll probably forever be bullish. So we'll see what happens, though. Currently, I'm bearish on this one. Who knows? We're always going to be in uncharted territory with Bitcoin. But following the technicals, we're in bear territory right now. So that's Bitcoin. We'll move on to the bread and butter, which is the foreign exchange. So I have one trade that I am live in. This is Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, odd CAD, hovering around break even. But I like it because we had this strong bearish move on the daily, and it's still in a bearish momentum, low volume. Moving on to euro yen. Euro yen, I like it. It's just consolidating here after a strong bear move. I'm looking for some bull momentum here. We'll see how that plays out. Another Canadian pair is Kiwi Cad. Similar position, similar price action, except it's showing a little more cleaner bear movement, which is why I'm looking at it instead of doubling down on odd CAD. I like to kind of, you want to diversify your portfolio, even in not just markets, but within the same markets, which is Forex. So following dollar CAD, similar position, just short, and then overexposure is another thing, but we'll get into that later. And then finally, euro pound. I've been not holding, but just observing since last week, new year, first week of the year. It's just hovering this level after this strong bear momentum. So I like what I'm seeing here. If we're looking at the daily, this is the daily overall bearish price action. As far as stocks, still long Apple and Tesla and S&P 500. I mean, there's no denying that's a bull trend there. Again, SPY and Apple, they do pay dividends if you're a dividend investor. And Tesla's just a great growth stock. But other than that, stock market's slow for myself. And yeah, so Forex looks like it's shaping up. But again, as Glenn mentioned in the beginning, we will be seeing some pretty big potential volatile movements in the market. So just keep that in mind. So other than that, man, that's all I got. Short, sweet, and simple.
There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. I mean, like, you see the way that we're going over our charts. As a trader, you're gonna learn how to do this quickly, and and not sit at the charts all day. You're gonna do that. You're gonna have to put in the time, but eventually get to a point where you can just scan the markets real quick and see your setups. That way, you already know what you're gonna do. Have a game plan. You want to prepare yourself like an athlete does for a upcoming game, right? Watch the tape, put in the work, know what you're gonna do, abide by what your coaches or the team is aimed to do. And so the goal is to survive plus make profit when the opportunity comes. So this preparation is key, and we hope that we played a role in providing some sort of value for you guys, and allow you guys to just keep on learning. And if you guys are really interested in pursuing that in 2022, because new year, you've been wanting to get into stocks or trading or Forex, please, hit up our website, hawaiitradingacademy.com. We got lots of value and content. It's free. to come in, hit the contact button. We'll send you the invite for our private network where we have just tons of content for you guys. You can connect with fellow traders here on Hawaii, in Hawaii, and even worldwide. So look out for that. And if you guys haven't subscribed to our YouTube yet, hit up Hawaii Trading Academy on YouTube. All right, subscribe there. Other than that, have a blessed week. Stay
We
safe.
also we send out emails too with this watch list. So if you're not signed up, we don't have your email. So if you're curious as to which direction we're going, and we just saw that it's going to be a list out on the email, and this video really breaks it down as to where we're looking at. And in the network, we go in even further, more in depth with these trades. So be sure to just send us your email if you're curious on receiving that free email. So
Yeah.
thanks for watching.